Be sure to check out FIFAcoinsonline.com for the best deals on FIFA coins for a place you know you can trust. What's up guys, Curtis here and welcome to episode 10 of Assembling Arsenal. Today we have a massive one. I've concentrated more on games today. I haven't done a lot of trading as you can see there. Just picked up the two players, maybe got a profit of like 7k after tax with the two of them. And yeah, I've concentrated more on the games. We try and go into the cup. I do actually have one purchase in this episode, but that's about it. We do buy a few contracts and stuff like that, but the main focus is around the 4 games that we played today. We've got 4, it's a big one. There's some absolutely massive games. I tried to keep the actual clips inside the games as short as possible so that it wasn't a ridiculously long episode. It's around like 6 minutes, 6.5 minutes, you'll obviously see down the bottom. But anyway, as you can see, I made some changes to keep the team as fit as possible. We put Chambo on the bench, and we also started with Giroud and Shemek, a very tall and quite a slow front line considering this guy had a pretty decent defence with Mbia at the back. That's going to be helping him out a fair bit, but we got a very lucky touch there and a nice little bit of play by Santi to knock the ball away to win us the little penalty there, which we managed to, as I'm sure you can imagine, Shemek smashed it to the left and it just went in. I don't know how his goalie didn't actually save that, to be honest with you. Then shortly after that we had a corner which was whipped in by Wilshere. It was onto the head of Koscielny, then dropped to Giroud, who pinged it into the top left hand corner. Beautiful goal there. The defender on the line could do nothing about it, and then Giroud picked up the ball here, played it into a shot which dropped to Walcott, which dropped to Rosicky, and Rosicky picked up, I think, his second of the game, maybe his first, but then he gets a second, something along those lines. But Shemek picks up the ball here, kind of runs down the line, knocks it into Rosicky, and Rosicky picks up his second one there. There we go. I knew he got 2 in this game, and that guy, as I'm sure you can imagine, was not happy about being 4-0 down after 37 minutes and decided to give himself a cheeky little rage quit and give me the win. So now we're through to the second round, and I didn't do anything to switch the team around a tiny little bit, but not to any noticeable point, and we went into our next game, and I was licking my lips at the sight of that team, a ridiculously low chem team, and I was going to have a field day with it. 1-0 with Podolski, or 2-0 with Podolski. It gets better, just trust me. So we had 2-0 after 10 minutes, then we had 3-0 after 11 minutes, and then we had, well, it was 4-0 after 15, 16 minutes, and then it was, well, I'm sure you can imagine what came next. It was straight after the kickoff. It was 5-0 after 18 minutes. It was not normal. Every time I got the ball, I seemed to be able to score. This guy was there. It wasn't the case that like he wasn't controlling his players, but just look, every time I got the ball, I was able to score with it. 6-0 after 28 minutes. Goals were just flying in left, right, and centre. It wasn't even normal how easy it was, and he was doing stupid things like that. I mean, what do you expect? 7-0 after 30 minutes. It wasn't even normal. How this guy hadn't quit by now, I don't know. And then I guess the tip of the iceberg there, 8-0 with Marouane Shemek was the end for him, and he quit, and that put us into the semi-finals. 2 big wins there. Our record now stands at 18 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses. The 2 losses for when we had a bronze team right at the start, but I decided to strengthen the side a tiny little bit by picking up TV number 5, Thomas van Marlen, and I didn't want to get him in a 4-1-2-1-2 because the cheapest one was 6k, so I just picked up a random one with, sorry, got an itchy foot, a random one with 4 at the back for just 1,200. We chucked him in the reserves, but of course we'll be using him for rotation, and we come up against this guy with a very sweaty 5 at the back team. I mean, his middle 3 aren't too great with Bonucci, Benetia and Lucio, but it is still a very good team. The 2 full-backs are very quick, and 2 strikers are very quick too. The midfield isn't half bad either, but lovely goal here by him to take the lead. 18 minutes in, beautiful finish into the top right hand corner, and it was a very quiet first half actually. It was 1-0 as we went in at half time. It wasn't looking so promising, but it didn't take long. We were having shots and chances here. Podolski managed to blaze one over the bar there. Thought that one was going to be going in. Then I think he had another chance here. Podolski dummied the player there and absolutely wellied that one as well, and then whipped it back in but didn't get anything from it. We were getting close. It seemed to be a matter of time before we managed to break the deadlock with Podolski because he was playing like an absolute beast, and you never know what, he scored. Lovely little goal there, like sideways scissor kick over the top of the goalie, and that made it 1-1. And then on the 90th minute, when it looked like it'd be going to extra time to destroy all my players for the final, we tapped the ball across there with Shemek, and the most pathetic shot dribbled across the line. 2-1. Thank you, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Beautiful. That was 2-1. his name there going across to basically the other side of the name thing. I wonder what would happen if like Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain was on both teams and scored goals at the same time. It would be an interesting one, but nonetheless, we went straight into the final there, made a couple of little changes to the team, and this guy had the best team out of all of them so far. Very, very quick Liga 1 team. The two DMs are very good. The centre forward and striker Remy and Aubameyang were very good, and it was just going to be, it looked like it was going to be one of those games now. My winning streak of I think 18 with one draw in the middle of that was going to be over, but after going 1-0 down to Aubameyang, Podolski managed to get himself a nice little run through here, pulled one back for us, 29th minute, and managed to get it back to 1-0. Looked kind of promising. We had some really good chances. Shamak here managed to get himself through. Somehow blared that one over the bar. Don't really know just how he did it. And then in the second half now, Belhanda was released through. And you know, of course he's going to play it across. It's the final. He wants to be getting goals. And he kind of tramped it and made it 2-1. We bought on Giroud for Shamak, hoping we can get something out of it. But nothing really did come from it. He managed to pull one back here, pull another one ahead rather, with Blasma Tweedy, and that was the end of the game. We failed at the final hurdle. What a shame. Our massive unbeaten run and our cup run has both ended at the same time. But next episode we'll be back to signing some more players, and we'll be doing some games in the division. So that is the end of this episode, guys. Thank you as always for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did enjoy it. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.